What is going on, everyone around the world? Thank you, everyone, man. YouTube, IG, everyone in the comic book community. This is the place to be right now. This is Coast to Coast Comics. This is, man, another week, man. Another week. But we're going to be talking about a lot of things tonight, guys. A lot of things. And, oh, man. All right. She made her appearance. All right. I gotta put you down now. Get down. Give me a little for an hour at least. That's a killer beast, man. That's a killer beast. Oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen throughout the show. I want to say everyone in the house right now, thank you for hanging out. But we cannot do the show without the amazing panel members that's gonna be jumping on right now, guys. Again, this is Coast to Coast Comics. Thank you, everyone, once again. Let's bring in my buddy from day one. This is.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Oh, same old thing, just enjoying life. That's about it.
Yeah, man.
How about yourself?
Oh, well, man. Happy to do a show. Hanging up with you.
We've got a lot of good people in the chat already, just getting started.
Oh, yeah, it's popping. And then we got another member. Wants to jump on the panel. I don't know what's going to happen here, Jeffrey, man. I'm scared. This guy's got a mask on. I don't know, Jeff, but let's find out, man. Let's see.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Joker Jabroni?
That's great. What's up, man?
Just do the whole show like that, man.
Oh, no, this thing is hell. We're throwing that to the side.
Yeah,
it's an upgrade, right? Somebody say it in the chat, please. It's an upgrade over this.
Oh,
what's going on, Jeff? What's going on? The Icon Rod. What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on. Feels like old times.
It does. It feels great, doesn't it?
Feels like old times.
Well, thanks for jumping on, Edward. I'm happy you're here, and thank you for everything you're doing. Your services, sir. Thank you for that. Gotta throw that out there.
Absolutely.
Let me do the cough, the elbow cough.
Elbow
cough.
Oh, man. All right, guys, man. We're going to do a great show tonight. We got my friend Jeffrey, of course, my other friend, the comic ruler of all the jabronis, man. Before we get to the show, before we get to our discussion and topics of that nature, you guys picked up any comics you want to show off real quick before we get to what we want to talk about tonight?
Yeah. I got Far Sector issue number 7. I got 2 copies of it. I haven't even bagged and boarded it yet. The only thing on my pull list this week was Guardians of the Galaxy number 5. I grabbed this. This is a beat up copy, but I mean I still paid cover price. You see all those on there? I didn't have it yet, so I picked it up. Whatever. Then this, I hadn't seen it. Immortal Hulk 30 variant. I don't even know what's on the cover of it. It's weird looking.
It's upside down.
Oh, maybe that's why I can't see it. Yeah. Oh, it's like an alien with an octopus or something. Okay. Got it. Then I got this. I paid 50 cents for it. It's got a little damage on the corner or whatever, Hulk, 50 cents. 50 cents. I got this again today.
Hey, Jeff, are you a Hulk fan or what?
Sometimes, I got this. It's a super cool cover. It's not in great shape or anything, but it just looked cool. Whatever, right? Moon Knight. And then I found this Ultimate Wolverine vs. Hulk. There's a couple issues, 3 of them or something. And then this, because it's the Ultimates vs. X-Men. You got a picture of Storm right there. Nice little picture. That's it. That's all I got.
Man, nice, man. Nice little comic haul.
Yeah,
Before we move forward, there's a bunch of people in the chat, Mr. Jeffrey. Would you mind to acknowledge everyone in the house, and then you take it from here, sir?
Yeah, for sure. We got the immortal Biggie Shaq. What's going on, Biggie? If you didn't get to see his unboxing last night, go check it out. We got Jaguars, Dakota. What's up, Jaguars? Sam's Tangled Web, Fuchsia Only, 1-2 Comic Talk, Ruben Guzman, Ferengian Vigilante, Simon R, Whack Comics, Keynote Comics, Exile State Comics, John's Comics with Kids, Comics Will Break Your Heart, Fuchsia Only, Justin Birch, I Got Issues,
Justin Birch in the house.
Comic Collector, Agu Rhythm, Lost in Comics, Armando Christian, Bing Compton, Bearded Comic Bro, my boy Victor Olan, what's up? K Titus, good to see you. My boy Sean Stay Puff 1983, always putting on a good show every Saturday morning. We got Fly Fox Pro, good to see you, Fly Fox. Thanks for being here tonight with us. Discovery Bay, what is up, Discovery Bay? Good to see you. We got Chad 90 miles from comics. What's going on, 90? Good to see you tonight. The John Loveless Show, thank you for being here. We got E Meow. What's going on? Good to see you guys tonight. Southern Comic Geek, Two Brothers Comics. Good to see you tonight. Thank you for joining us. Katie Portica, what's up, Katie?
You gotta breathe. You gotta breathe, Jeff.
I'm trying. Slim
Jeff is
Comics
getting back
some
in
more.
the game,
Good
man.
to see you tonight. I think I got everybody who is in the chat. We appreciate you as always. Thank you for being here.
I can breathe.
Awesome, man. That is pretty cool, man. That's a rock star moderator right now.
Man.
What's up, Bitter Spider?
Before we move forward and talk about our topic of the night, which is why do we collect comics? You know, we'll get to that in a few seconds. There was a few books I picked up. I was on Edwin's show a few nights ago, and I just want to just show off Deceased Dead Planet. Was a fantastic read.
Yes.
And finger guns, man. At the very end, don't lose the finger. That's all I gotta say. Don't lose a finger.
Did they shoot like this yet?
Well, I have to say that was the best issue out of the first four. So I have to say that. So I mean, we're done with that. And when you get any other books, any grails you want to chew off?
Hey, now.
No,
a lot of you guys know that I went hunting for comics this weekend in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I hit up 4 different shops. I will say that I was finally able to pick up a copy of that Legends of the Dark Knights for cover price. So, like I said, if you listen to Copper to Drop It, don't pay
Thanks
over
for being
cover,
here
guys.
tonight, Vanessa.
Oh, that's Mrs. Comic Jabroni. Ooh, yeah. But I'll give you a preview of what I picked up. Here's another big book that I picked up. I'm so happy to have another copy of that one. Boom. That first Damien. Picked that one up. And then this is one that I've never seen in the wild before. This one is a ghost, but I found it because this shop let me go through a collection of Batman that they had just acquired. I was the first person to go through it, and they had this. Batman 679. That first cover, first appearance of Zuran Rar, whatever the hell. I love this Batman. That Batman cover is amazing. So that's just a sneak preview, guys.
You were in Fresno? I went hunting in Fresno today, Discovery Bay.
Fresno?
Yeah, there ain't much, right? Like, it's pretty whack out there right now. That's...
All right.
I tell you guys, Chattanooga is amazing. If you guys have a chance, Tennessee, go to Chattanooga. Go to the shops there.
All right, guys. Thank you all. 26.
What? Do you know what shop that was, Edwin?
That one was Infinity Flux. Infinity Flux Comics.
Exile State Comics, I think, was asking. He says,
All right, guys, man. We got someone else that want to jump in the house right now. Edwin, I think you may know this person. He is a San Antonio brother. I'm waiting for him to pop up in the green room. He was there a few seconds ago. He is part member of Lost in Comics. So I'm just waiting for him to. He just disappeared.
Nope, he's
so
not
he's
there.
probably having some issues right now.
I think I know which one it is then out of the two, if he's having issues with his internet.
All right. So let's kick it off, man. It's a theme, a topic that was running through my head this morning when I woke up. You know, a lot of people in the world collect a lot of things. You know, it could be coins, baseball cards, which I did,
Oh, yeah, I did
or
too.
you know, whatever it is, man. It could be even, whiskey. We could buy a bottle of whiskey and collect whiskey, right?
Yes, you
That's
can.
how we do, man. But we all chose, or picked to comic
Mm.
comic books. So that's one thing I was wanted to talk about in the community. Like, what is it that attracted us to comic books? Is it for the art? Is it for the story or the cover or the speculation or to flip it if you want to flip it? Or just a hobby and just buy it and just put it to the side. So that's a theme that I came up with today when I woke up this morning. I know all you guys in the community got a story to it. So let's see that. Let's kick it off. Here, let's see. Let me just lower that down right there. And I guess if you're ready, Jeffrey, we're waiting for. Wait a minute. Wait. We can't. Wait. Oh, he got a little baby picture right now.
Like I collect because I love the Incredible Hulk. Like that's plain and simple. That's what it's like. You can't tell. Like I got an Incredible Hulk shirt on right there in that picture. Like here's another one. I got an Incredible Hulk hat on. Like that's what it started with, and it wasn't even just comic books. It was just anything that the Incredible Hulk was on for so long. That's all it was. What's up?
What's up, guys?
Ah!
Jabroni.
Chris, what's up, Chris? It's good to see
you doing, man?
brother. Let me get a hug.
too,
dog.
man,
Let me
you
get a
too.
hug. Let me get a hug, man.
What's going on, guys? Brad, Jeffrey.
Good to see you, buddy.
What's going on, man? But we're talking about while we collect comments and Jeffrey's showing out some pics, man. I think that's pretty
Very
cool. Jeff, keep it going, man.
Yeah, no, I was just getting into like, there's always just a love for the Incredible Hulk, and it's probably like a cartoon that I watched when I was a kid. I can't remember honestly exactly, but you just see like pictures. There's always something Incredible Hulk, and I just like that's just it. Like it becomes almost like an obsession. Like as a collector, that's what you're looking for. Incredible Hulk stuff, like these are like all like Incredible. You can't see it, but like Incredible Hulk toys everywhere.
Man, you need to have that as your background, brother.
I know I have to turn my desk around.
Oh, look at that turtle van. I see it.
Yeah,
I see
that's
that
the
turtle
original.
van.
Original.
Saw it.
But yeah, so then like
caught my eye, dog.
right, and then I just become trying to get everything with the Incredible Hulk, and then it's like at first it was just the toys and things, and then like when I first started like getting into comic books, I had like maybe 30 Incredible Hulk comic books, and it just is grown from something like I started to want to have all of them, and I started chasing them, and now I'm almost got the whole collection. Like, and that's what it started out was for me. And then like my second favorite would be Storm. Growing up watching the X-Men cartoons, like the Hulk was always the character you wanted to be, and Storm was always the one you wanted to be married to. So, I mean, that's pretty much why I like those characters so much. Like, I really don't go out there and chase a lot of other stuff that's not Hulk. I have a few other books that I enjoy reading, but like really it was always started basically just by love of the Incredible Hulk.
Man, right, so that's a little origin story of Jeffrey, guys. If you never heard of it before, man, he is the Hulk dictionary.
No, I don't know everything. I just swear.
You know a thing or two.
That may be true.
Because you've read a thing or two.
Read a thing or two.
We used to say that on a show. I don't remember if anybody remembers the show.
Shit.
It's
Here we
called
go.
Fire Pass.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's called never mind.
Cop it or drop it, baby.
Cop it or drop, man. That's it, man. Mr. Edwin, before let's a little thing about you. Why you collect comic books, man? and we just
I-
go around with this. Not you don't gotta go like 40
So you're-
minutes. Just go 5 minutes.
Like, let me tell you that the inside scoop childhood stories like Jeff over here. For me, it's not that, man. Like growing up, I was a toy kid. I had toys. I didn't really collect comics. It wasn't really until I got out of the military, active duty wise, that I really got into comics. Like I collected video games, and it wasn't fun. But comics, man, like just reading these stories and seeing the artwork, I'm so fascinated by it every time I read a new book, and I just can't wait to read the next issue and find out more about this story. And that's the beauty, and also the death sentence of collecting comics is if you want to read a story, a book, a novel, you buy the novel and you can read it from front to back. Boom, you bought the whole thing. Comics, you have to wait for the next issue, or one issue could be $1 book, then the next issue is a $5,000 book, and you're like, damn, I can't read. But I want to know more of this story. These characters have been around for 80 years, 50 years for some, and there's just so much more story to them, and I absolutely love that about comic books.
Well said, sir. Well said.
For sure, man. It's a way to get out and experience things that you couldn't any other possible way.
I mean, it helps that there's colored pictures too. I like that.
That's why I like the Hulk. More pictures, less writing.
All right. Jeffrey, if you run down the chat real quick before we get to Mr. Chris right here. Chris, sir, is in the house. I want to say thank you to him. But Jeffrey, got a few more people in the house, so do you think, brother?
Okay. Hey, Flicks and Comics, what's up, JoJo? Good to see you tonight. Dudes Talking Comics, what's up? Good to see you guys. Thank you all for joining us. Comic Book Canon, thank you for being and supporting us tonight. I think we're caught up.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I think so. I left off at Vanessa Ocasio.
Ooh, Mrs.
Oh,
Jerome.
man, you got it. Oh, we got a few more there, man. We got a few more.
Well, they're not on mine then. Sorry.
All right, man. We got Bearded Comic Bro in the house, man. We got Mio.
Yeah, I got them, man.
All right, we got Simon R in the house. Dímelo, ¿qué pasa, bro? Mi hermano, what's
I
up?
think you guys are behind.
I think Rod is, because I remember Jeffrey saying these names.
Oh, damn! I'm looking at StreamYard. I'm not.
Yeah, don't go on StreamYard. StreamYard is garbage with the comments recently.
All right. Well said. It's very true. It comes with the comments. But right now, let's not hold back, man. Chris from Lawson Comics been rocking out with Oscar. Man, these two guys, I have no words for these guys, man. These guys they're very organic, real. And when you watch their stuff, it's out the ballpark, man. This is just real content. And I have to say, Chris, thank you so much for hanging out with us right now. You didn't have to, but I reached out to you because I know you're friends with Edwin, and I think it was pretty cool that you hang out with Edwin, and Edwin's over there and doing his duties. So, hey, man, thanks for hanging out, man.
Of course, man. Thank you for all the kind words, Rod. It's beautiful, man. Just warms my heart, makes me feel all gushy inside, and I'm missing my tortilla. I'm like the filling. He's the wrap. He wraps me. I'm just the filling, man. So
he's a big rat.
He is, man. I don't know if you saw our latest that little promo that we did for our new segment.
Yep.
You can really tell the size difference between Oscar and I. I'm like, dude, you're a giant, dude. I'm like, but yeah, we miss you, Jabroni, man. We can't wait for you to get back.
7 more months, man. 7 more months.
Going by
I'm gonna be
pretty quick,
back.
though. It's going by pretty quick.
For you, maybe.
Oh man. I'm sorry.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get back, guys. But yeah,
Yeah, man.
Chris and Oscar. absolutely love these two guys from San Antonio. They quickly became very good friends of mine. We hung out quite a few times while I was still back in San Antonio, and I can't wait to get back to go hunting because I just saw you guys went hunting, what, today or yesterday?
Yeah,
Yeah,
today,
so
this morning. Yeah.
yeah, so I can't wait to get back, man. You guys, your channel is definitely one of my favorites. The time and the effort that you guys put into your channel and the segments that y'all do, y'all are hilarious with the different characters you come up with. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I
And
appreciate
the
it,
new
man. And
segment too, man.
what was it?
The new segment.
Yeah, the new segment. Yeah, we were just talking the other day, and I was during quarantine, man. We had started talking about a lot of back issues and just a lot of topics about older comic books. And as soon as those new comic books started coming in, we just started getting back into that. Hey, let's talk new comics. Spend 30 minutes talking about new comics. And Oscar and I were talking the other day. I was like, dude, we need to shed some light and appreciation for some of the older books like we were doing during quarantine. So yeah, we came up with that new segment called Lost in the Past, kind of just play on words for Lost in Comics. And yeah, I'm excited about it. We did the Batman Spawn issue in our last episode there. That was that's a fun read, man. So yeah, go check us out if you haven't already. But I'm here to talk with you guys, man, about your talk all day about Lost in Comics, man. But this is this is fun, man. I saw the topic that you put out, and I was like, man, it's a good topic.
Oh,
So
this is what it is, man. Like I said, man, I wake up this morning. I'm just like, why do we collect comic books, man? Like us, man, grown men. There's kids out there reading comic books. But Chris, why you collect comics? Why?
so for me, man, it always comes down to Batman. Like, dude, I love Batman, right? I mean, you got this big giant sized Batman back here. I got Batman comics over here. And that is what took me into the comic book shop the first time, that curiosity. I was a big fan of the Dark Knight series, the movie series, Christian Bale, of course, the Michael Keaton movies. And I wanted to know more, man. I was like, how can I know more about these characters? And I always heard about comic books, so that took me into a comic book shop. And I always tell this to everybody: the person in the comic book shop was not very helpful, but they directed me to a shelf, and they said, "What are your favorite characters?" I said, "Ninja Turtles and Batman." And so they took me over to some ongoing Ninja Turtle series. It was not the ongoing series. It was like a spinoff, and it was like an issue number 8. And I picked it up. I bought it anyway. But down below there was some dollar comic books, the reprints, and one of those reprints was the Dark Knight Returns, or the Frank Miller. And so I thought, oh heck, it's a dollar book, right? So I picked up the dollar book. I brought it home, and I read the Ninja Turtle book first. And I was like, oh, dude, I don't think this is for me. I don't know about comic books. But then I picked up that Dark Knight Returns book, the Frank Miller, and it was the issue number 1 reprint. I read it, and my mind was just like, just a freaking mind blowing experience. And I was like, just exactly what I was looking for. I wanted more. I wanted to know more about these characters and more stories. And that just, like I said, blew my mind. And even back then, when that first happened, I went and told Oscar about it. That's my partner in crime, and I was like, man, we got to check out comic books. And he was hesitant, but I got him in. So yeah, once you start, dude, I always had that collector mentality when I was a kid. I always tell everybody, I mean, I collected stamps, I collected basketball cards, football cards, baseball cards. I was a big collector, man. So you mix that collecting mentality with something that you love, like comic books, this new medium where you're getting all these extra stories that you don't get in the movies. And I was sold from the beginning. And for me, it always comes down to the stories, man. I know there's all this stuff with the speculation market right now. We just saw that book this Wednesday that went up $25, for the day it came out, the metal book, the tie-in. And for me, it's never about the speculation. It's about the story, man. Like I get the books for the story. I love covers. Every now and then I'll get a variant cover if I really really like it. But for me, like I just tell them, hey, just make sure I get the book in the box. Like, get me whatever cover. I just need to read the stories. So for me, that's what it comes down to. I love stories. I love the art. I've grown a great appreciation for all of that. That's the art. So yeah, that's why I collect comics, man. I love it, man. I've gone all in. So
Nice.
not
Yeah.
turning
We can
back.
tell.
You went all
Yeah.
in, man.
Yeah.
All in.
Yeah.
Man, that is pretty dope, man. That's an origin story of Mr. Chris from Lost in Comics, man.
Yeah.
Pretty dope, man. I actually am very excited that you're here with us tonight. Thank you, sir. Really honestly to hang out
Thank
with
you.
us.
Thank you.
So when it comes to comics, guys, if you're married or have a girlfriend or whatever it is, man,
Yeah.
how much pressure do you hear the wife in the background or a friend? Jeffrey's just looking like, oh, wait
Bro,
a
my,
minute.
my wife's in the chat, bro. I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
How much can you spend?
I'll just be making it rain all day.
There it is. Make it rain. Look at Chris too, right?
Yeah, shit.
Man,
No,
that's another reason why I don't buy variant covers.
I'll tell you the truth, man. My wife says as long as we're able to pay the mortgage and the electricity and have food, you can buy what you want, but just don't go get us broke. I was like, okay, babe, I got you.
that's the same thing my wife tells me all the time, man. The same
yeah.
thing. As long as the bills are paid, babe, you can buy whatever you want.
But see, the way she says it with the finger, it's like, but don't. But don't. I'm
Yeah.
I'm saying this, but I really need you to not
Oh
do that.
man.
So just a little while ago, we went to lunch, and I was with Oscar this morning, and when I was with my wife, I remembered that I had a $10 rewards thing at the Dragon's Lair over there by Alamo Ranch, Edwin.
Yep.
And so I was like, we're close by, and I was like, hey, would you mind if I just stop real quick and I'm gonna redeem my $10. And so I was about to go in. She's like, when was the last time you bought anything like comic related? Because this morning, when we went to go hunt, I told her that we're gonna do some recording at the comic store. I was like, hey, we're gonna go get some shots at the Heroes and Fantasies, and we're gonna do some recording for the show. And so she was like, when was the last time you bought something comic related? And I just like looked at her, and I was like, this morning, babe. She's like, she did the finger. She's like, I knew it. But no, she's super supportive of me though. So again, same thing, man. As long as the mortgage and the bills are all paid, the kids are fed, man, she's super supportive. I can't dog her for sure, and she's awesome.
Nice.
That's a cool thing, man. If you don't have the support, then
You wouldn't be doing this.
Damn, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Hey, there's worse things we could be spending our money on, right?
Drugs.
Exactly.
Drugs or putting girls through college while they're on the pole.
Oh.
Boom. Right there. There it is.
Or drugs
There
and
it is.
everything goes
Man.
to college.
Hey now.
And
Hey,
Dang.
I said that in a very PG way, Rod.
Yeah.
I know.
Very
I
PG,
know.
right?
That's why I just said, hey
Very
now.
PG.
That was the can't say any
Support
better
your
way,
local
man.
dancers. Comics.
Your local
break your
dance.
heart.
Oh, nice.
Hey, y'all, just to switch it up just a little bit because I know Jeffrey's he's like the Hulk master, man.
What?
Rod, I'm sorry. No, I have one caveat to that question you asked, though.
Okay,
All right.
go
So if
for
you
it.
have a significant other, if you have a wife, you have a husband, you girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, do they support you, but do they also partake in your comic collecting as far as reading? Or if they're somewhere and they see something, will they buy it for you?
That's all right for
Go ahead,
myself.
yeah, go ahead, Rod.
Oh yeah. Oh well, thank you, sir. Yes, my wife will actually. She will go out there and she knows I love some Daredevil, or she'll ask, the owner of the shop certain books. And if you come across her the wrong way, and if I find out, then next thing you know, I drop a bombshell on you, and don't go to
Coconut
a
shop?
certain place. I'm not mentioning that place again. But yeah, she knows I love Daredevils, and she goes out there and she'll buy a book or two. But I mean, that's all I gotta say.
Nice. That's good though, right? I
Keep
think
it short, man. Keep it short and sweet, man. My wife supports me. But the first time she said, "Babe, but you're not making no money off YouTube." I remember this. I had to buy a second screen, and she said, "But you're not making no money off YouTube." I was like, "Babe, I'll get there one day." And she's like, I told her, "Can I buy the screen?" She's like, "Fine." It was $80. I buy the damn screen. I got a second screen here. I can see all the sexy gentlemen right here with muscles on HD. And when I made my first bucks on the thing, I was like, "There you go, babe. I made some money."
yeah.
So,
Put that dollar on the wall.
yeah, man.
What about you, Chris? Will your wife read a
you know,
comic? Will she buy some books for you?
quite honestly, man, I tried at the very beginning to get her to actually read. I bought her some books, and she was open to it at the beginning, and she's like, I'd like to know more about Wonder Woman, so I got her some Wonder Woman comics. It didn't take, unfortunately, so she tried, but she is, like I said a moment ago, she's supportive of my habit, and she does buy me stuff. My wife goes to my shop, says the owner my husband need for his collection. That's nice, dude. See, that's beautiful, Bearded. But yeah, I mean, she's for the most part, I buy enough for myself, but anniversaries, Christmas, birthdays, she's always gets me comic stuff. She got me I don't know if you can see it, but my Wolverine statue back there. She bought that for me. She bought my Flash statue
That's dope.
right here.
Ooh.
So yeah, man, she's supportive, man. She's great, man. I'm not gonna that she might be watching, so I don't. She's awesome for real.
Chicken butt.
Yeah.
Chicken butt.
Thanks to Brother Comics, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Chicken Butt all
Super-
started with Mr. Edwin, the comic. He
What?
is actually the ruler of all the comic jabronis, man.
The
He
originator.
started that, man.
Oh, that's great.
You technically started it, Rod, by saying, well, guess what? Well, you know what? Guess what? Chicken butt.
Well, everyone does it. I watch a lot of shows.
But I'm
I
only
hear
on
guess
your
what? You know
channel.
what?
I'm only ever on your channel.
I guess he has a notification bell on for sure, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Man, got the killer bees out there. We got Jeffrey, Comic Hat Hansen. We got the ruler of all the comic jabronis. We got Chris. He's never lost in comics because he's hanging out with Oscar. So thank you all guys for hanging out, man. Wait a minute. Right now, we're going to have a very, very special guest. We're going to have right now, man.
Chicken butt all day.
Oh, chicken butt all day.
All day.
Let's bring in right now, man. We got Justin Birch in the house. What is going on, Justin Birch?
Oh,
People
wait.
may not know you, man, but you know what? They should
Chicken
know.
butt.
Dang, I was gonna say it. Yeah.
What's going on, Jay?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. How are
Thanks
you
for
guys?
hanging out, man.
Fantastic.
Oh, no problem.
There goes Chris.
Oh, what's going on here?
Internet problems.
We just lost Chris. How you doing, Justin?
I'm good. I can't complain. Well, I could complain.
But don't.
Penguins lost, and I'm very emotionally upset about that. But I
Did they
won't.
happen to lose to the Flyers?
No,
Oh,
that would be worse.
okay.
Unfortunately, they lost to the Canadians, and they are out of the playoffs.
I don't want to hear anything about hockey right now. I got the Flyers game recording.
Oh no, Two Brothers is cheering for
Oh,
the Flyers. He said, "Go
oh.
Flyers!"
All right. Well, let's bring in Chris. He's still here.
You know, that's a great time for me to bring up. I'm starting my own channel that's not affiliated with Two Brother Comics at all after that comment.
Man, I knew he was running something, man. I wasn't sure where.
Yo, man. Yo, Justin, man. I'm not going to sit here and talk about you, man. If the people never seen you before, let them know who you are, man. Who
My
you
name
work
is
for,
Justin
man?
I do stuff.
I know you do some lettering, man.
I do stuff and I buy toys.
Yeah.
Oh, really? We can't tell.
That's my thing. Well, hey, I stopped by a shop today and picked up some stuff. I'm not going to show you all of it, but I will show you that this was definitely one of them.
Ooh, Slash. Oh, that's nice.
Shoot, man.
Nice.
I figured
He looks complete too.
He is. He is complete.
And he's got the S, the yellow S. I know there's a variant to it. I'm not sure if the yellow is the variant. There's one that's purple too.
They had this one, and then they had two other variants.
Mm-hmm.
Like one, it's all like based on the color of the chest, and then the color of the S on the belt. Yeah, it's. I don't need variants. I just need one.
Just
So
what?
good
Yep.
to go.
Go.
Good to go.
Justin out here trying to make me jealous, man.
I don't know. I saw your Technodrome, so I think you win.
Oh man.
man.
And I'm about to open up
That
that Casey
Technodrome,
Jones and Raphael. I can't wait.
Oh, you actually found one?
I got one.
Good.
Our buddy
I'm happy.
ASM 129 got me one. Mark found me one in Jacksonville. So I have fallen down the rabbit hole of collecting toys now.
Yeah, it's hard not to. I feel like with anything, like, you know what I mean, like, because it starts out with this, and then you like branch off into this. Because I mean, let's face it, there's only so many comic books you can buy until, like, you know, you start looking for other things related to Batman or the Ninja Turtles or whatever you're collecting.
It's a slippery slope. I mean, all you guys can see right now are just like the cases that are right behind me, but I've got more on this side and more on this side. Like,
I believe it. I know exactly what you mean. Yes.
Are those IKEA
Yeah.
cases? They are? Okay. That's what I got to get when I get back home. I like those.
It's clean.
Yeah, I'm at the point now. I've built so many of them that I can do it by myself, even though the instructions recommend that you have two people do it. I say, I got this, Sweden.
Yes.
I could do this. I
But
got no friends.
it's
I learned by
crazy,
myself.
Justin, man, because when you came on the show with Rich and Alec,
Mhm.
we were doing we did the whole Sea of Sorrows. Your background was not that big. Now it's like it's just expanded. It's like
So for that interview, I was out of town. I was at my uncle's house, and I was in their basement, which is why everyone thought that I was like trapped in the basement of a restaurant, being forced to do dishes or something. But yeah, behind me is the normal setup.
good lord.
Toys and statues, right? Like
Just toys,
just a mix.
toys and comics. I
okay.
I can't do statues. I think my wife would kill me if I started doing
It
statues.
branched out into the statue world.
Yeah, like I'm just like I just started collecting Hot Toys within the past 6 months, and like she's ready to kill me for that. So I think if I were to add statues to that, done.
Yeah,
Done.
you could do it. There's no issue there. You can do it.
Oh, okay, Rod.
All right. So, the same question, man. You know, how you get into comics? Why you collect comic books, Justin? Since you're in the house right now, I mean, you're doing lettering for IDW. So, I mean, what is it about comic books for you, sir?
For me, it all started with the 92 animated X-Men series. Like I saw that and I was like, wow, I like X-Men. I mean, I knew who Spider-Man and Batman were before that, but never really understood who the X-Men were. saw the cartoon and I was hooked. That was
right.
it.
Yeah, same way, man. It's awesome cartoon.
Yeah, and so from that moment forward, I've always been an X-Men fan. So that's always been my like primary focus of collecting.
Short to the point, and that's how he do.
Man, I think for a lot of us around our age, right? I'm 30, 35, Rod 57, Justin, what are you, 34?
I'm 36.
36. Like, it was those 90s cartoons that got us, really into this fandom. Although I didn't start collecting until maybe 5-6 years ago. I remember X-Men animated series, Spider-Man animated series, Batman animated, like all those in the 90s, Batman Beyond towards the later end of the 90s got me just hooked on superheroes. I loved it.
I'd throw TMNT into that too.
Yeah, Turtles late 80s. You guys know
I think
biggest
TMNT may have been before even like all the other comic book stuff, but I remember that being the first cartoon that I really literally was dedicated to trying to watch every time it was on.
And especially so Turtles, right? The cartoon, and then they came out with the Archie series, the Turtle, the animated comic. I mean, that really started it off. And then you had X-Men come out and Batman animated series, Spider-Man. Like, yeah, none of the other 80s cartoons that I can remember too much where I would watch the cartoon and say, dang, I want to read this comic or something like that. Like, you had Thundercats and G.I. Joe and Transformers, but I never got into those comics like I did with Turtles.
Yeah, and truth be told, I didn't even know that there were comics based on Transformers, G.I. Joe, and He-Man and properties like that until I got older. Yeah. I saw X-Men and somehow immediately knew that it was a comic.
Very true.
Yeah, I mean, actually, the Transformer comics that are dropping right now, there's a couple of them that are not too hot right now, but overall, I mean, the first few issues that I've read from Transformer Galaxies, that was pretty cool.
Transformers and G.I. Joe, like I really missed out on them when they were like in their prime. Like He-Man probably too. I didn't find that stuff until like I was later down the road, started to collect like toys and things. I didn't even know like Transformers was a cartoon. I just thought they were toys for a while, Same with He-Man. So like, and I've seen some of the cartoons, since, but like at the time it wasn't one of those things that I even knew about.
Did you guys read the My Little Pony Transformers?
I did not.
Brother, that's sold out at every shop that I went to.
I know.
I didn't even see it on the wall. Sold out.
I wish I would have. Like, I've enjoyed all of the other Transformer like crossovers, like Transformer Ghostbusters and all of that. I heard that Transformers My Little Pony was pretty good.
Get out of town, really?
Yeah.
Everyone's saying this.
Loved it.
I'm not. What are they called? Pony heads or ponies?
Bronies, right?
Yeah, whatever the hell they're called. I just never. My daughter watches My Little Pony. I just never. I don't
know.
Little Tony Jabronis.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I need
somebody
to buy Oscar. Yeah.
I
need somebody to buy Oscar an issue for that. The My Little Ponies Transformers. Because I don't know if you guys saw, but he said that if we have that Twitter pick every week, he was like, if that book wins, bro, I'm quitting the show. Like he put it out there on Twitter. Bro, the votes just went up whenever he put that. We were at like 9%, and the vote went up to like 30% when he put on there, I'm gonna quit the show if this book wins.
We were just talking about that on a show I was doing earlier.
Yeah,
Mr. Girl with Stay Puft for all that brony talk.
That's crazy.
Brony is little. But anyway, like I went to my shop here in Augusta, and then I went to the 4 shops in Chattanooga, and it was sold out at every one of them. I didn't even see the A cover on it because I know it's an IDW book, and they put out at least 3 covers for every book, and they were all gone.
Dang.
We're all gone. Right. I know you got one because it's Transformers.
I I did not get any little ponies or whatever you want to call them. I did not get any of those books, man. I seen them, and I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna fall into this, little pony thing. And next thing you know, people gonna start flipping it. I'm not into things like that, man. So,
Yep. I was just
I mean,
gonna
it's up.
comment that the that crossover or that tie-in with the death metal this week. I went to the comic book store this morning and they still had like 10 copies, $25 a pop. But not everybody's. I mean, I was surprised, but
Chris, did
our
they
shop
start
has
it
some.
off at $25, or did they at least give you the chance first day to pick it up a cover?
So first day when you walked into the shop, if you had it in your sub box, you get it at cover price. Or you get one copy, limit one cover price. But when the doors open, they had rather than having the book in the back, with all the comics, they had it up on display in the front by the counter, and it was $20. I mean, doors open, $20 if you wanted a copy, and it was limit one per customer. So it was like, dude,
It shouldn't be limit one per customer if you're charging $25 for
No
it.
joke.
that's what I'm saying, man.
Like at $25, hey, buy them all. But if it's
I,
cover price, then yes, one per customer.
Right. I agree. And because I called, so I ended up calling, Oscar went in right when the store opened. And then I called because I've really gotten my coworker into comics and he's like full force right now. And he was like, dude, I forgot to get this in my pull box. Do you think you could get a copy in your box? So when I called, they told me, yeah, it's $20, but limit one. So they wouldn't even let me pay $20 for the copy to be put in my box for him. They were like, nah, you have to just get one. So I was like, dude, stupid. And that's why they still have, 10
Still
books
got
up
them
there
there.
in the front. Yeah.
Somebody will buy them.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it is crazy. Ridiculous.
Somebody will buy them.
But it was a good book. It was actually a really good story.
I just read it. I read it yesterday. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think first day a book comes out, whether it's a hot book or not, if your shop gets it, put it out on the wall for your customers to buy it at cover. If you have some left after that day, maybe after a week, yeah, whatever it's priced at. And I understand shops have to make money too. I get that. I get that argument. But you get guys like you, Chris, and Oscar, and me that I go in every week. Does not matter. And just because that one book I didn't put on my pull list, but I want it for my collection. I'm not a flipper. I'm not any of that. I just want. I want to buy it. I want to read it. I want to have it in my collection. You're gonna charge me $25?
It's crazy.
I would charge you
Of course you would, Rod. Jeez, man.
because you're big time on YouTube. I would charge
You're
you.
fucking big time.
I would charge Edward 35. No, I'm just
I love you too, Rod.
that's how we do, man.
You see, I got issue says shops are hurting. Why should they willingly lose money? I only think shops should feel obligated to charge cover just for the people with a pool. So are they losing money when they buy so many of them and they're getting them at a discounted price? And
Well, I mean, they're
it's a
making money.
six-
They're making money when they sell them for regular face value. But I mean, I think what the point he's trying to talk about is like, why should they sell it for $5 and somebody turn around and sell it for 500% profit? And then them lose out when like a comic book shop is, a lot of them are small businesses not making a lot of money.
But now Chris's shop in San Antonio still has 10 of them left at $25, and this is Saturday. That book came out on Wednesday. Every other shop that I know that had it, they're gone. But that shop still has 10 and nobody's bought them.
Okay.
I mean,
So are they just going to eat it and say, we're going to keep it here? Because I've seen that at shops too, where they have a back stock of these books that were $20 and they had them priced at $20 and they're still there.
Yeah.
well, it's hard. I mean, look at the market that's been driven. Like when the market's been driven the way it has, based on speculation and everything else, and like, I mean, I don't know where it goes. Like, it's going to get to a point where you're either going to have the book on your pull list, or you're going to have to be standing out front of the door that morning when the shop opens, or you're going to be forced to buy it digitally if you want to read it. or go pay astronomical eBay price. That's the way it's trending towards. I'm not hoping it goes that way or saying it's going to, but I mean, like the last couple of weeks, maybe it's just this whole Corona thing. I know things are kind of out of whack right now, but like the trending way of it seems to be like be on top of your game, or you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, I think we're very supportive of our local comic book store. I don't want to bring them down, especially because they put our business cards up at the front of the store now. But I do want to say that you remember Edwin, that those Punisher Tim Duncan that Heroes has,
were they signed?
Dude, yeah, the signed ones. They have literally been back there for like 4 years.
Yep.
And every time I go back there, like almost like once a week, I'll ask them like, "Hey, are you gonna lower the price on those things?" And they're like, "Nah, man." But I'm like, dude, those things have been sitting there for like I'm like at least 4 years, and it's like, would you rather make like half of that and just let the money? I mean, they got at least 5 issues there of those signed copies, and nobody's touching them. So it's like. I remember talking to another guy, the shop owner at Gravity, and he was like, dude, I just want money to be flowing. Like, I want the flow of money. So when he has a hot book, he doesn't put limits on stuff. If he does increase it, he'll go like $10, like that $20 book, he'll go up to $10, and he does no limit. And people just, I mean, he gets all that cash right all at once. So, I mean, I guess it's a fine line. eBay on that book, that death metal book. I mean, as soon as the day started on Wednesday, I mean, it was $25. So it kind of dictated the market. So, but at the end of the day, I know they got to make money. Do they got to gouge everybody for the whole 20? Maybe like meet in the middle somewhere, like $10, maybe. I don't know.
But it's hard when people are paying those prices for it. I mean, like there's not a lot you can really do about it. That's what dictates the market, is whatever those people out there who want the book bad enough are willing to pay for it.
Sure. That's true.
So what if you had death metal?
My reactions right now when you see me doing this,
you got ghosts.
It's about to start storming, man. I hear some lightning. That's why the dog is popping up on my lap. So I don't want to look like some kind of crackhead like Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan?
So I'm just saying, hey, where
I didn't want to say anything right, but that's exactly what I thought it was, that you're a crackhead.
No, I'm not a crackhead, man, for sure. But I have my friend. I have another friend I want to hang out with us right now. The bearded guy, man. What's up, G?
What's going on?
That's the enemy. I can't talk to bearded. He's the enemy. I'm finna have to debate this guy in some time, a couple weeks.
Oh, are you really that worried?
Of course I am. I hate game shows.
Well, hold on.
And I can't wait to talk how much I hate game shows.
Go ahead and add my name to judge that contest real quick, and we'll be good to go.
I'm from the get-go. You're my favorite member of Two Brothers Comics.
Show on a Tuesday, would you?
What?
Justin, will you come on the drawing show on Name of Frame to draw some artwork?
Only if everybody wants to be disappointed in what I do.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I mean,
Rod, think about this though. Have him letter the winner's artwork, and then we'll A-OK it out to the community.
Boom.
Boom. There it is, man.
There you go.
Man. What's going on, G? How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm doing good. So bags are all packed, ready for vacation. So I figured hop on one last stream before we'll vacay. So,
all right, man. So what got you? Why is it you like comics? What got you into comics, and why you collect, sir? Is it for the art, story, the cover, the lettering?
So now it's a different thing. It's a different thing. When I was I always, same thing Jabroni said, right? Like, and everyone else has said, the 90s cartoon. Through and through, I was Batman the Animated Series. I don't even like the X-Men, but I watched the X-Men series nonstop. Same with Spider-Man. So that was always a part of it. But we have shops called half-price bookstores here in the Midwest, which are
that's not out here, but I've heard of it.
Charles and stuff down south. And there was one right by a dollar movie theater. and my mom will kill me if she knows I tell this story whenever people ask me this, but she always wanted to go see movies, and half the time they'd be R-rated movies, and she would be like, hey, if I take you to Half Price Bookstore and buy you a $1 Batman book, and will you just not tell anybody that we saw an R-rated movie? I was like, okay. And so she would go see the movie, and then she'd let me go buy comics at the Half Price Bookstore. So by default, that's how I got into it.
Nice.
Awesome.
What was the R-rated movie though?
Man, I can't tell you. It would have been anything from Terminator 2 to
What's wrong with that?
trust me, as a probably 8-year-old kid, I had no problem. I was like, whatever, no worries. But see, the thing is, like, she was so like, she felt so bad about it. That's why she had to bribe me, because she'd be the mom that was like, that would cover my eyes during certain scenes in the movie, or like they'd say anything like, hey, we don't talk like that. And so she felt overprotective of doing it, but it was just her way of, she wanted to go to a movie and she couldn't leave me at home.
I mean, at least it wasn't like Basic Instinct or something like
No.
that.
Showgirls.
Or
No.
that.
No, I think like the closest that ever got was like Waterworld, like where you see like a girl like drop the like her backside of her is naked. Like that's like the closest it's ever got in those movies. There wasn't a lot.
There's like the soft R-rated movies, and there's the hard R-rated
Right.
movies, and you weren't going to the hard R's.
But
Alright, guys.
I mean, I got out of collecting comics, and because I kind of got out of it because I always felt left like excluded going into a shop. Like I felt judged for not knowing enough and things like that at certain shops. And then one opened up about 2 years ago right next door to me, and I was like, let me go try it. And the owner was just legit, like the nicest person ever, and we became friends. And I started my collection back up with a short box, and I told my wife that's all I'm gonna have. 2 years later, I think I'm at like 14 long boxes, and she's like, "You remember when you said that you were only gonna have one box?" I was like, "Yeah." That didn't work out real well for us, did it?
How long has everyone been collecting?
Are you talking strictly comics?
Yeah, just
Like up until 2 years ago, I had like 30 Incredible Hulk comics, and now I'm at like 20 short boxes or whatever.
I got back into it in 2006. So all those
Yeah.
so much shit. I didn't like it one bit.
Hardcore collecting for me is probably like 2015 comics. Before that was video games.
Yep,
Yeah,
2018.
same about 2016 for me. Yeah, about 4 years solid. Yeah.
Yeah, before that, it was mostly just toys and figures, and then I got into the comics hard.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what everyone's answer is for that, because it's always so like there's no right or wrong answer. Like if you're here, obviously you're here because you collect comics. So it's interesting to see when everybody started doing it, and if there was like a series or a title or something going on at the time that like made you jump in.
Well, for me, I was hurt and not working, and I was bored, so I randomly went down to the comic book shop. Hadn't been there in years. Picked up some books, and that was like right when the Immortal Hulk series came out. Picked that up and was hooked ever since, and spawned off into this crazy habit.
Well, I feel like that kind of is for a lot of us, or maybe it's just me, but I feel like there's a difference from when did you start reading comics and when did you start collecting comics.
Oh, definitely.
Because when I was a kid, I had Batman Adventures number 12, first appearance of Harley Quinn. I had that Batman, the Todd McFarlane Batman cover. Like I had those kids because I can remember the story now reading them. I don't have those comics anymore because I was 8, 10, 12 years old, and you put it in a comic in a hand of an 8-year-old who doesn't have a parent who's a collector.
But that's what it's meant for. Don't forget. Those are what comics are meant for. So it's okay.
I know.
Like I think sometimes people forget. I'm not saying you, but like it's okay for a comic to be treated like a comic book sometimes.
Well, that was the thing. I went to a show and got with Tom Grummett, who did the art for Robin, that Robin series back in the 90s. And I brought my issue 1, and it was just beat up and torn to shreds. I'm like, no, I still had it. So I'm like, I'm going to get him to sign it. And like that, he's like, I love this. He's like, because that means you read it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so reading is a little different than collecting. I didn't get into actually collecting until like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point. Like a great distinction between the two.
For sure.
So I'm just still here, like stunned behind the glass work behind you, Justin. I mean, how many action figures you got behind you? I'm just gonna take it and just turn it around. Justin, how many action figures you got there, man?
Probably more than I'd like to admit. more than I should admit.
I have one of those display cases that Justin has from IKEA in my room.
I know Edwin has one. He has one with the belt and some turtles.
Yeah, I've got one of those. That's it.
Yep.
And now he's counting them, and there's so many that he froze.
I have 23 total.
Holy shit. And they look full, like from top to bottom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told Justin, I said, the one in the background, I see the Kingpin. He said that's not Kingpin. It's not.
Well,
it's not. I want that one so damn bad because it's just white sticking out.
Yeah.
And it's not.
It's so it was Kingpin, but then like there was a Professor X pack that they just threw in a random Shadow King head. So I popped off Wilson Fisk's head and popped Shadow King's head on there, and now I have a Shadow King.
Nice.
Because you can always get another Kingpin. You're never going to get another Shadow King.
Shadow King.
That thing it stands out. It just looks so badass from here looking at you. And
For sure. No, like looking at it, you're like, oh, there's a Kingpin right there. That's the first thing.
I want it. I just want it.
Well, that's the only thing you can notice. Like that's the only thing that pops.
Yeah, I'm looking. I can't.
Guys,
Really...
speaking of wives and families earlier, I gotta get going, man. But been a pleasure, man. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Chris, from Lawson Comics. Make sure you subscribe to Lawson Comics and hang out with Chris and Oscar, man. They drop out great videos, great content, live shows, interviews. Don't miss it. Hit the notification bell right now, Lawson Comics. If any of you guys could drop the link to Lawson Comics, feel free to do that if you can. But
hey, Jabroni, I finally got the trade for Black Hammer. The first,
love that series.
The first trade, so I can't wait to get into this, man. So
absolutely
I got that today. I'm super excited about that, man.
I just sent my issue number 1 off to CGC.
Oh, nice, dude. Very nice.
All right, I just dropped Lost in Comics link in the chat, guys.
Nice.
Appreciate it, guys. All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
All right, later.
Right, I'm hitting that hour mark, so I'm out of here too, brother.
Sir.
I got to work.
I'm doing the
work
same
tomorrow.
thing, man. I'm doing
Sounds
the same
good.
thing.
I work
All right,
tomorrow.
guys.
I got to go to Paris Island. See you guys. Everybody take it easy.
See you,
Have
Jabroni.
a great day, and I
You
will
too.
see you later on in the week.
Always good to see you.
Let the people know, Jabroni, what you got going on your channel.
I went to Chattanooga for the past 2 days. I went hunting out there, hit up 4 shops, and I picked up some big time books, man, and a Batman like key issue. So be on the lookout for that video this week. I got footage from the inside of these stores as well, so you'll be able to see the inside, man. When you go to when you guys hit up Tennessee, go to Chattanooga and hit these stores up. But yeah, be on the lookout for that video this week.
All right, man. That's Edwin, the root of all the comics.
Peace out.
Jabroni. Thank you, sir, for hanging out. And we got right now Jeffrey and the Beauty Comic Bro G and myself. We got Justin Birch from IDW. All right, man. All right, we're gonna end the show because
Thank you all for being here.
yeah, I'm gonna hit that hour mark, man. So I'm done, man. I'm gonna go eat something and watch the Flyers game that's going on. I got recording right now.
Nice.
Justin, don't
Hockey's over.
don't
There's no
spoil
more,
anything for me unless it's like 8-0.
There's no more
No.
for hockey. Hockey's over. It's done.
Oh, okay. I will say this though. I will say this: sports are back. There's no fans in the crowd, but I've been watching baseball. I've been watching golf. But the best sport right now to watch is hockey. These commentaries, they make you feel like you have a crowd, man.
Enjoy
And
it because it's not gonna go a whole season. I don't think most of these sports.
I think hockey is gonna rule over everything right
It
now.
might.
Man. These commentary, just because of that, man. And last night's game, there was I forget what game it was. I think it was the Blue Jackets. And
don't
they
bring that up, Rob.
I didn't
Bring
bring
that up.
3-goal lead. What was that? Just
I'm from
I didn't
Columbus.
bring
Don't bring that up, Rob.
but the guy made 3 saves. The goalie is like boop boop and sometimes, and then he whipped out. He took off his helmet and went. I got this one.
We were winning 3-0.
I don't even know what happens. I've never seen a highlight reel like that in my life. But I'm just saying, I love sports. Justin, he knows I love sports. So
So I will say that the NHL has done a fantastic job. Whereas you see all the other sports, and you see like empty seats or cardboard cutouts in the seats. NHL is smart. They just tarped it all off.
Yep.
I guess they're doing some major testing. I guess before coming. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, players are like right around each other. But hey, I mean, I guess they're doing something that we don't know. So I don't care. But damn, the commentary is fantastic. The best thing I've seen in sports right now, besides the cornhole. But cornhole, I think, is done with. So I actually think they're doing something else. I think they're doing something else, man. Maybe like I saw something on ESPN. It was like an ACL. I don't even know if it's a tournament or. I saw something. I saw cornhole, and I was gonna hit up Justin. I was just like, no, I'll let it be. I saw something on ESPN. It was a cornhole. But damn, man, you guys are probably laughing because you don't know our history when it comes to cornhole, man. There was no sports. Me and Justin watching cornhole, man. So gotta latch on to whatever we can.
Absolutely.
Well, absolutely, it's not probably the right sport you want to latch on to, but you did.
Hey, anything's anything right in there. I mean, I was watching the hot dog eating contest passionately because there was no sports. I mean, I do it anyways. But there was more passion this year.
It was all right. I seen it too. All right, man. We're going to end the show right now. We hit that hour mark. I want to say thank you so much to my friend, my buddy, Jeffrey Henson. From the very beginning, he's been here with me. We got the bearded comic bro. He is the G-man. Yo, what's up, G? Thanks for hanging out with me. And, of course, we have the one and only Justin. No introduction needed. All right. Do you guys have anything you want to say before we end the show? We could go around the clock. Jeffrey's like, nope.
Nope.
G?
Yeah, I just dropped an interview video with the writers of It Eats What Feeds It comic from Scout today. I already have a couple videos up for Monday and Wednesday that are pre-recorded that will drop next week, even though I'm out of town. I just won't be on live streams, but there'll still be some content dropping. So, yeah, make sure if you guys are interested in unboxings and interviews, check out my channel because that's literally about all I do. And every once in a while, my wife hops on a stream or a video with me, and we we talk about comic book characters and see if she knows them. So, yeah.
Cool. Thank you, sir, for hanging out.
Absolutely.
And Mr. Justin, man. What you got going on, man?
Two things. Two quick things. This upcoming Saturday, a week from today, is Mainframe Comic Con. I'm going to be jumping on the Broken Gargoyles from Source Point Press panel. I believe it's at 12:30. So it's myself, the writer Bob Sally, the editor Jarena Joe. I know I mispronounced her name. And we've got Josh Warner with us as well. We're going to be there. We're going to be talking about the book. Broken Gargoyles from Source Point Press, I think, is going to be the next big book from them. The art, everything inside of it is just incredible. The second thing is coming up shortly, the comic, I don't even know what it's called, the Babylon on Two Brothers Comics. I'll be jumping on there giving them crap. So come check that out.
So you're gonna have is Joelle Jones? You mentioned
No. Driana. I'm really
okay.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, guys, man. Thank you so much for hanging out Coast to Coast Comics, man. Jeffrey, thank you so much for being my panel member and the host of the show right now. We had a few of them, man. Like I mentioned, man, we got Bearded Comic Bro, Justin Birch. Make sure you follow these guys on social media. On your boy Rod. Stay tuned tomorrow when we do the shout out show. That being said, I'm out. And guys, thank you so much.